Good evening. This is April 4th, day 4 of VEDA. So today's topic is going to be different than the last 2 days, because I kind of realized that the last 2 days I was just complaining about stuff. So today I'm going to talk about stuff that I actually like. Specifically, I'm going to talk about languages. For some reason, I have no idea why, I really like studying other languages. And I'm not actually fluent in anything other than English. I have like a mild proficiency in Spanish, and I just started learning Japanese, so I'm like very beginner level Japanese. But something about that, I really just like learning other languages. Something about like the different grammar, the way that like your brain has to change its thinking to express the same kind of thoughts in one language versus another. There's also a language called Lojban, which is what's called a constructed language. It's not a natural language, so there was no cultures that developed this language as their primary form of communication. It was actually invented by people sometime in the last 50 or 100 years or something like that. And it has a really weird grammatical structure. It's very, very different, but I really enjoyed learning it. I don't remember anything anymore. I was learning it like over the past 2 years, I've probably spent like 4 months in different chunks learning Lojban. But it's just really fun because it makes me think in different ways, which I really like. And then with Japanese, like, I watch anime and stuff sometimes, so I think it'll be cool once I have the language to be able to watch it without always like gluing my eyes to the screen and having to read every single subtitle, or else I won't know what's going on. And one of my best friends, Pat, is in Japan right now. He is like bordering on fluent. He has a girlfriend out there. He's been there for very many months. So that's another fun reason to learn Japanese, so I can talk with him in another language. And maybe when he comes back here, me and him will just be hanging out with people, and I have to say something for just him. So I'll say it in Japanese, and everybody else will be like, oh my gosh, what did they say? But yeah, I don't know. I just have a weird fascination with learning other languages, and hopefully I'll keep it up. I'd really like, later in my life, to be fluent in at least 2 other languages, not counting things like Lojban or anything that's not a real language. But I'd really like to. Right now I'm committing to Japanese. I have some Japanese books that Pat sent me, which is really cool. And I think the fact that he speaks he'll speak Japanese to me, and so I'll actually have to understand what he's saying. I think that'll like keep me hooked onto the language. Because like with Spanish, I learned it in school and everything, but without a reason to speak it and practice it and stuff, it's kind of tapered off, which is unfortunate. But with Japanese, and Pat and all his friends are Japanese speakers, so hopefully that'll keep me in there. And then, who knows, maybe I'll move on to other languages, maybe I'll work on bringing my Spanish back up to par, that'd be pretty cool. But I don't know, languages are fun. Anybody that sees this video, if you speak another language, write me a comment in that other language, and I'll try and figure out what it says. That'll be kind of fun. Or just tell me a story about a language learning experience that you've had before. That's it for today, so peace out. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't. Are you kidding? I can't stop this. No, why won't it stop?